I'm trying to get it together right now. I really am. You know, there's a lot that I'm impressed by with this band and their range of emotion with which they can do, because like, you know, these guys have built a reputation of just being brutally fucking heavy. But I don't know how many of you guys actually follow Adam or keep up with the band on social media. But Adam is very open about his emotions and his writing process. And he even said that this album, he was going through one of the most difficult times in his entire life. And the way that he can express those emotions and those feelings is through the music. And for a fucking band like this to express that much emotion, not only express that much emotion, but elicit this much emotion out of somebody that listens to it and watches it, fucking crazy, dude. And the interesting thing to think about right now, would I have had this emotional of a reaction if I just heard the song? Probably not. Like, don't get me wrong, I would still be like, this is fucking beautiful. The solo had so much feel, but the visuals in this video mixed with Will's lyrics, and I mean, who directed this video? Fuck. Okay, David from My Good Eye, who's done their other videos too. David and Allison from My Good Eye. I'm going to have to remember that. The video is fucking genius for those of us who not only have lost a loved one, but have a loved one in our lives. Like, you can, when you see shit, it's the same thing with fucking movies that make you tear up like this. Like, you can put yourself in that situation. And if you even get in that mindset where you're thinking, like, you're putting yourself in that situation and thinking of your significant other or somebody that you love, like what's happening on the screen, that's the kind of genius behind cinematography that really gets the emotions. Like, you motherfuckers seen Up, the fucking Pixar movie? Fuck off, dude. No, this is not all going in the outro. Like, I'm going to talk about it more in the outro. I feel like talking right now is just, is kind of getting me back. Yeah, I would say the stuff that had the bright lighting was the memory, and the dark blue lighting was, yeah, that's for sure. I agree with that. I can't watch emotion, like, dude, you guys see a dude like fucking tattoos, beard, all that fucking violent gentleman, all this shit. Like, I'm the biggest goddamn fucking baby ever. If I can't watch fucking Pixar movies. Are you kidding me? Can't watch shit like this. Dude, you guys should have saw me on my fucking wedding day. I was a disaster. When Claire and I got married, I was a fucking disaster. Just to be clear, Cruncher Dave, nothing wrong with showing emotions. Nothing. I actually hate the tough guy, toxic masculinity fucking bullshit where people don't think, like, you should be able to show emotions. Like, men don't cry. Fuck you. I think real men do cry. Dude, I cried when Claire walked down the aisle. I cried when, like, my parents showed up because it was, like, real, and I was like, holy shit, this is wild. I fucking cried so many times that day. It was stupid. Like, I cried so many times on my wedding day. It was fucking ridiculous. I cried more than Claire, probably. I don't know. We could confirm that if she comes in here. I assume Ingrid's down for a nap. Claire! We still need to film this outro. did I cry when my kid was born. Fucking dude, you have no idea. It was, you know what it was? It was the first time we heard Ingrid cry. Like right when she was born, you hear that first cry. Claire and I both fucking lost it. Lost it. You know, one other thing I'll be honest about too is before I got sober, I know a lot of you guys have seen my video on sobriety. And this, what I'm about to say doesn't go for anybody else. This is just me. Like, I was always an emotional person, but ever since I've gotten sober, I've been better at openly expressing those emotions. Like, I have no problem talking to anybody about my feelings or like, you know, I was open in that video. Like I work a 12-step program. I have a sponsor. Like I talk to other sober dudes and women like on the regular. And pretty much anybody that's ever worked a recovery program will probably tell you like as an alcoholic and an addict, it is of utmost importance that we are open about our emotions and our feelings rather than keeping it all in. So like, you know, I don't know, man. I just don't believe in this tough guy bullshit that like, you know, people can't share their feelings or cry or fucking anything. Like, fuck, dude. Emotions are amazing. Like, you fucking feel. Like, there's no, like, whether it's good or bad, yeah, fucking bad emotions, they fucking suck, but at least you fucking feel something, you know? Exactly. There's a saying in the sober community that is our secrets can kill us. And that's exactly what was just said. Keeping it in is what gets you to relapse. So yeah, emotions, and I don't know, this might be a uniquely American thing. I'm not sure about the rest of you guys, but like it is a very tough guy fucking American thing that like, you know, like, well, like we were at the store like a few weeks ago before we moved and like there was like a kid that was crying because he was upset and his fucking dad, you know, hillbilly ass dude was like, real men don't cry. You stop crying right now. And I'm just like, well, that's fucking, you know, I'm not gonna judge somebody else's parenting. Well, I'll judge it, but I'm not gonna fucking criticize them. That's his kid. He can raise his kid how he wants. But have I ever seen a German crying? I don't know. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Kevin when they got the award for sure. For sure, dude. Absolutely. Like, when we were kids, it was like that was the insult. It was like if you even when we were teenagers, where I grew up, is if you showed any emotion or anything like that, it was you're a fucking pussy. That's literally what all the kids called each other and shit. It's like, I mean, even like in my family, my dad raised me fucking I for those of you that don't know, like I grew up with my dad. My parents fucking split when I was very young. They're both in good terms with each other. I'm on great terms with both my parents, but I grew up with my dad. And I have a very different relationship with my dad than he does with his. Cuz his dad is now like 90 and is from that old school generation like we were talking about, that's like men don't show emotions, men don't cry, fucking. You know, the only time in my life I've heard my grandpa cry, and I didn't see it because I was on the phone with him, was when I told him he was going to be a great grandparent. It's the only time in my entire life I've like heard it in my grandpa's voice. So like, yeah, the way I grew up, it was like emotions aren't a bad thing. Let's fucking do this outro.